I just wanted this slide. I looked on eBay. Sent people messages, kept looking. Oh, I'm getting the flicker going on right now. And, you know, the price you're going to pay for the slide, you can almost buy the whole damn gun, right? So if you grab a gun, I got the 43X, that part right here. Grab a gun on Tuesday, this last Tuesday. I ordered it right before I went to work. So it had grab a quote. When I see grab a quote, because I keep on looking to see grab a quote. I got it for $469.99. So for a brand new gun, right? And I had the message in the next morning that it was there. So ordered it on Tuesday afternoon, picked it up Wednesday morning. I live real close to grab a gun, so it's really convenient. So if you can see on here, the finish on this is like really flat and thin. I don't like it, but it doesn't matter because it's just my carry gun, so the cosmetics is not the thing. I did used to carry the 43X a long time ago as my main carry, and but this handle is so much easier for me to conceal right here. That's right here, not the sticker one here, but it's over here somewhere. Yeah, here's one that's loaded up. I have the mag guts in here, so even though it's still the same Glock magazine, they normally only hold 6. With this, with that, it actually holds 7, and that's flush. And I have the G plate on there because my fingers fit in there nice and tight. But the way I actually carry this, because it doesn't add that much more to it, is I carry it with the mag guts, still using the Glock case magazine. Change out the spring in here. You can look up mag guts; they're great. And this is the +2, which still is not much bigger. It doesn't really increase it very much at all. Now I have 8 shots in my Glock 43, but since I have one in the chamber, that's 9 shots, right? Yeah. So I feel pretty confident. 9 shots, that's a lot more than a revolver's going to have. So pop this out again. Make sure everything's nice and clear still, even though I never racked it with that inside there. Safety first, friends. Put these back over here. But yeah, I wanted to show you why I like this better than the 43X. Of course, I don't have that magazine in here. The 43X, one, it's got the magazine in there, which sits down a good fit, compared to the Glock 43. Because now you could go from, well, I don't want to use that one. I use this one. It's only empty. This one doesn't have mag guts in it. This only holds 6. So the other one that I have over there holds the 7. So when I put that in there, I want you to see this is holding 7 rounds, and then the Glock 43X standard one holds 10 rounds. But I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see this here. You can see how much more. Huh. Yeah, that's why I can't conceal that thing as well. That thing will stick out. That prints. The way I carry, you can't see my gun at all. With the 43X, you'll see a little bulge sticking out right there. And that's enough since I'm concealing it. I don't want to like alarm people, you know. I mean, you can wear it anyway since you can open carry in Texas, or you can conceal carry. Somebody might notice you got it and like, oh, whatever. I still conceal to actually conceal where people don't know I have it on there. So other than that, they're probably the same comfort factor. But the handle on here is no shorter than the Glock 19. So it's going to print just as much as a Glock 19, which in the wintertime I've carried before too, like in the shopping malls and stuff. I'm going to go ahead and pull my Glock 19 out right now. I have 2 of them, my MOS. I'm messing another video out over there. So what is left on here? Yes, the optics, and then we will be wrapping this baby up. Drop that back out. Oh yeah, I'm going to show you. No, so yeah, this one's going to have a magazine that's loaded because I'm not going to take that dang ammo out of here right now. But I'll make sure I don't rack it. Where'd I put it? Right here. So right here, this holds 8 rounds, so only 2 less than the 43X. And still, you can see the dang difference right here. So get those up there like that. I don't know how well we can see this. Whoa! There we go. Okay. I don't know why you can see that, but there's a big difference right there. See, even with me having the +2, so I have 2 less rounds. But this doesn't have print. This doesn't print. That's still short enough where it's not printing. Y'all have a great day, evening, or whatever the hell time it may be wherever you live.